class is going to be about tapas, and it's not food. Tapas is in yoga what they call the internal fire. Literally means to burn, but the translation is to burn, but it's more about the self-discipline that we have, the commitment, and this applies to the yoga practice. Is sometimes we don't feel like practice, we are lazy, but if you bring this self-discipline to the practice is when you can see the benefits from the practice. And this also applies in other things in your life. Sometimes you don't feel like doing something, and it's not about you are not like it's not about, oh, I don't feel something and I'm going to push myself to do something. Is more about make the notice the difference between when you are being lazy and motivated, and when you are not really feel like doing something. And most of the times, when you don't do something that is good for you, is because you are lazy, because it's more comfortable not to do it. We came up with several excuses. So let's bring some tapas here, and in the asana practice, this is sometimes related, most of the times related to fiery practice, to practice that are energetic, to burn our impurities, and impurities in the body, but also bad habits, bad patterns of thinking. So let's get started in a comfortable sitting position. And if you have a block, you can sit on the block to elevate your hips, and with that elevate your spine. And just relax the shoulders away from the ears, and find this alignment on your spine. Relax all the muscles of your face. And for a moment, think about where in your life you can bring this self-discipline. And at the same time, giving some appreciation to yourself to commit today to practice, and maybe you can turn this a habit. Let's just start to deepen the breaths. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth, just to release the air. And do a couple times until you feel that your body starts to relax and that your mind starts to become more present. And we are going to start right away with the movement. If you need some more time, just pause the video and take this time. Let's start with curling the spine and bring your navel inwards Inhale and open here and look up. Exhale to curl the spine. And inhale to open. More 3 times at your pace. Last one. And coming back to the center and just start to roll the upper body. Make some circles here, big circles. When you go down, we round the spine. When you go forward, we come with your chest. And invert the direction. Start to notice where you in your body feel more tension. And last one. Coming here to the center. And let's start in tabletop position or all fours position, and knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. Let's start with waking up the spine by inhaling and open the chest, and exhale round the spine. Follow the pace of your breath. Inhale to open and exhale and round. More 3. And then coming back to a neutral position, stretch the right leg and flex the foot, pointing the hips down to the floor. And then round the spine and bring your knee to your chest. Inhale and stretch again. From here, keep the leg like this. Just bend the elbows close to you, shin and chest on the floor. And then coming back up and curl in, bring the knee to your chest. And again, stretch here, bend, and then coming back up and round. From here, just stretch the other leg and hold here for a second. Press the hands against the floor and then bringing the right foot between the hands. Looking forward, open here the chest, no pressure on the hands. You can just come to your fingertips. Open here the hips. And a step forward to the top of the mat. Inhale and lengthen the spine, hands can be below the knees. And exhale, round and forward fold. Another time, inhale and lengthen the spine. Exhale and forward fold. Both hands on the mat. We step back to a high plank, the first one. And just here, move forward and back. Keep the hips aligned with the rest of the body. Feeling the pressure on the base of the hands and then more on your fingers. And then move in circles from here. Warming up also the wrists. Another direction. And also warming up the toes. And then place the knees on the floor again to a tabletop position. Stretch the left leg back. Align the spine, lengthen the spine, hips facing the floor, and then curl in and bring the knee towards the chest. Inhale to stretch. And now bend the elbows. You can tuck in the other toes, the right foot, and then bend the arms. Pressing back up and bringing the knee towards the chest. And again stretch. Bend the arms and pressing back up and bringing the knee towards the chest. And then stretch the right leg, taking the right knee off the floor. Hold here. And then place the left foot between the hands and lengthen the spine, open the chest. And bringing the foot forward, a step forward. Inhale and lengthen the spine here, shoulders away from the ears, long neck. And exhale, forward fold. And then start to roll all the spine, roll the spine up until arriving to the first standing position. Inhale and lifting the arms up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Bringing the hands to the mat, 2 steps back to a high plank, this time feet wider than the hips, so feet to the sides of the mat. And drop the heels towards the right side, lifting the left arm, keeping the hips high in this variation of side plank. And then bringing the hands back to the mat, keep the feet wider, just bringing the hips back. And if you need here, just move the legs. And then coming back to a high plank with the feet wider. And drop the heels to the left side, right arm towards the sky. And bringing back, lifting the hips from here. Just stretch the spine here, don't worry if the heels doesn't touch the floor. And you can keep the knees slightly bent. And then look forward to the hands and step the right foot outside of the right hand, the left foot outside of the left hand. Lower here to a squat, but let's bring some movement first. So come to one side and the other. And then stop in the middle. Interlace your hands and just warm up the wrists here. My hands are really cold at the moment. In another direction. And then bringing the hands to the mat, lifting the hips and feet facing to the top of the mat. Inhale and lengthen the spine. And exhale, forward fold. Hands on the mat and 2 steps back to come back to a wide leg. So wide leg, downward facing dog. So the feet are wider than the hips. Let's bring the right hand to outside of the left leg, keeping the hips in the middle. Breathing here. You can look beneath the armpit. And then coming back with both hands on the floor and go to the other side. And bringing back to downward facing dog. Look forward to the hands, bend the knees, and now try to jump to Malasana. Coming back here, open the chest, long spine. Stay here for 3 breaths. And then when you finish, just lifting the hips, feet facing the top of the mat. Release the upper back, the upper body, and then hands on the hips and slowly just roll the spine up. And I need to adjust myself here to you to see me completely. Staying in Tadasana mountain pose. Inhale and lift the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. And step back to a high plank again. Knees on the floor. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the arms going down. Inhale and lift the chest. Just a little bit. Engage the legs. Exhale and coming down. Bringing the elbows aligned with your shoulders. Open here the chest. Pressing the hip bones towards the floor. And then take your toes and just lift the hips. Round the spine here. Create space between the shoulders blades. And from here, lifting the legs, forearm plank. Stay for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Place the knees on the floor and hips on the floor. Release your toes, open the chest. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. And let's do one more time. So tuck the toes, lift the hips, and maybe lift the legs, the knees. And hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Release slowly. Open here the chest. Exhale, bringing the head towards the floor and hands to outside of the mat, elbows pointing up, just the fingertips on the mat. Inhale and open here the chest. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, open. Exhale, down. Inhale, open. Maybe you can stretch the arms and lift a little bit more. And exhale, down. Hands align with the shoulders. Take your toes and press back to a high plank. And lift the hips down facing dog. Adjust the feet, hip distance. Inhale and lift the right leg up. Bend this knee and bringing the knee to the right elbow. Inhale and lift the leg, bringing the knee to the chest. Inhale, lift, and bringing the knee to the opposite elbow. And lift one more time. And this time just bring the foot between the hands. Inhale and lift the arms. And exhale, coming back to the arms or to the floor. Open the right arm to the sky. And from here, pass to a side plank. So you can walk the foot to the middle of the mat, or in front of the other foot, or on top. Stay. And then come to a normal plank. Bend the arms, you can place the knees on the floor or go to chaturanga. Inhale, lift the chest, you can stay lower. And exhale, lifting the hips. Next breath, lifting the left leg up and bringing the knee towards the left elbow. Inhale, lifting this leg and bringing to the chest. Inhale, lifting and bringing to the opposite elbow. Inhale to lift one more time. And now bringing the foot between the hands. Inhale and lift the arms here, high lunge. And exhale, bringing the hands back to the floor and easy twist, so lifting the left arm up. From here, side planks, so you can walk this foot to the middle and turn the outside of the foot to the mat, or in front of the other foot, or on top of the other foot. Stay. And then both hands on the mat. Inhale first, exhale coming down on your option. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, lifting the hips down, facing dog. Stay there. 3 breaths. And then place the knees on the floor. And I'm just scrubbing my hands because they are freezing. You can do the same if you are in a cold place. Okay. Last sequence and then we cool down. Hello. So down facing dog. Look to the hands and let's jump towards the hands. You can jump or walk. From here, bend the knees. Inhale, lifting the arms. Utkatasana. And then coming down to the floor slowly. Use the hands if you need. And lifting here the legs, Navasana. You can stay here. Can bring the hands below the knees. Or you can stretch the legs. Stay for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Crossing the right leg in front of the left, lifting here the arms, and then 4 fold here without lifting the hips from the floor. And coming back up, bringing the feet towards the floor, hands forward. Let's see if you can. If you don't, just use the hands to lift. Let's come here to a Utkatasana again, chair pose. From here, lifting the heels and slowly let's go down here. Lower the knees a little bit, hands on the chest. Find your balance. And then let's place the heels on the floor And bring the hands forward. Don't worry if the heels doesn't touch the floor. And sit and lift again to Navasana. Choose your option. Bend the legs or straighten the legs. Let's stay for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Left leg in front. Inhale, lifting the arms. Exhale, forward fold here. Stay for 3 breaths. And then come back up. And feet together now. Knees wide apart. And let's just roll the spine back to the floor slowly. And pressing the hands here on your thighs. And then just bringing the knees towards the chest. Massage here your back. Open the arms really wide and just drop the knees to the right side, look to the left. And coming to the other side and looking to the right side. And then bringing the feet to the mat and just stretch the legs. And find your Shavasana here. You can do any other stretch before Shavasana. I'm going to straight to Shavasana and we are going to stay here just 1 minute. But of course, I encourage you to stay longer. Let's just relax completely the body and completely the mind. Let the mind rest. You can stay more time or you can start waking up the body, moving gently. You can stay lay down and just listen my voice, or you can sit and just appreciate this short practice. Appreciate the fact that you came to your mat today and you practice just for a bit. And try to bring that to other areas of your life. Where do you need to bring more self-discipline, this willpower to pursue your goals, your dreams, your path? What you can do today or tomorrow that you are avoiding. And sometimes keeping this commitment is what brings us enthusiasm. So let's just bring the hands close to the heart and bow down in the direction of the heart if you are sitting. If not, if you are just lay down, just place both arms, both hands on the heart. Appreciate this moment, appreciate your body, appreciate each breath you take, and bow in gratitude. Let's just take a big inhale, a big exhale out through the mouth. Another one, inhale. Exhale out through the mouth and let go everything that you don't need to carry. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you so much for practice with me. Today was a short practice because I cannot handle the temperature here. But I'll plan to record some more videos in the sun when it's warm, so keep updated. Thank you so much